Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. We got here today 4748RE bolt together competition style torque converter. Just want to kind of show you guys, the benefits of why we would have something like this in a competition vehicle. Obviously with the added horsepower, 5 times what the factory wants you to put to it, you do have failures. It just is part of owning a competition vehicle. So a long time ago I looked at it as, top fuel dragsters rebuild their engines and transmissions every pass. So what they have done to overcome the failures is they made it really easy to work on, so they can make it to the next round. So we've done it kind of similar in the torque converter world, which is normally you have to send to your torque converter builder. They have to cut apart the weld, take it apart. Sometimes they might show you pictures, sometimes they might not, and just tell you what failed. I'm always a hands-on kind of guy. I want to see what happened inside this thing and see if I can fix it, or test different things. Another big benefit would be stator blades. So if you wanted to change your stator out, which is what adjusts your stall speed inside there, say you were going truck pulling and in 4 low, we need a looser stall. We could throw a looser stall converter in there over the weekend and go the next weekend go truck pulling, and then vice versa to switch it back over to drag racing. So the accessibility of being able to get in there yourself, not shipping a converter, is just hands down amazing. Like I said, a lot of competition vehicles, so it does have the quad disc style clutch in it. It is still dampened on the turbine side, so it doesn't break shafts, which we don't like. It does come with the billet flex plate, which this is now your flex plate, which looks really funny because when they designed this cover over at Garin, they had to move the starter ring from the outside of the flex plate to the actual housing itself. So when you do buy one of these bolt together converters, it does come with a new flex plate. It is a 12 bolt design. Every bolt hole gets a bolt. Very awesome piece. Like I said, you can pop this cover off when it's welded together like this one is, and everything unloads from the back side. So you could pull out all your clutches and replace those, pull out your lockup piston and check all your dampener springs, make sure they're not hurt. All the bearings inside there, so you get some Torrington bearings that your stator rides on. You can check those out, but they don't normally fail. But being able to put your hand on something, if you had a weird noise, and saying, yep, my converter's okay, rather than waiting 3 or 4 weeks for your converter shop to take it, cut it apart and tell you if it was something in your converter or not. That can be pretty stressful. Thanks for checking out our bolt together. We did make one for our 68 for my personal drag truck, which was super cool. But most of our customer bases on these are 4748. Any spline that you want on the input side. So if you wanted like a bolt together with a solid shaft, like the Sanger solid shaft, we could do that. We could do it the 27 spline, which is kind of not as popular as it used to be. The 35 spline is the most popular bolt together design that we do. The Sonics came out with that 35 spline design. Very, very low failure rate on those, and they have been working great. So just if you guys have any questions about them, put them in the comments. We'll try to answer them the best we can. If you're in a high horsepower situation, say you're a UCC competitor or something like that, this would be a great addition to what you have on your team, because those do fail. Rather than taking 4 torque converters with you for the weekend, you could probably take this and possibly just a normal backup in case per se you did lose oil and take out the hub on the converter snout itself. That's something that a bolt together does not help you with. So as long as it's all internal on this thing, we're going to do really good. being able to turn you around for the next round. But say you have a bushing on your pump, seize up on the snout, obviously that's something that is that's a converter shop problem. We'd have to bring it back in, cut it in the lathe, replace it, weld it back in, and send it back out. But for the most common failures, this bolt together torque converter is the answer. You're not relying on somebody else's time frame, and you can put your eyes on what you have done and go to sleep at night knowing that noise was deep inside here, not your engine or your transmission. So thanks guys.